Okay. So from there, 10. So you have to first try to make sense of problems. So we're going to be trying to utilize um, our time in trying to develop these mathematical practices. Okay, right? We're going to be doing that. It says persevere in solving them. What the word persevere means? Persevere. What is it? Must persevere in solving them. What does it mean? What does persevere there means? Any idea?
No, sir.
Let's almost, yeah, go ahead, one, go ahead.
No, I said no, sir.
No?
No, no.
All right. Now, persevere there means, what do I want to try? What's the persevere? What do we mean? It's persevere. What it really means is that don't stop trying until you solve it. Keep working hard. Keep trying and trying and trying. Don't stop trying until you solve it. That's what it means. So you don't stop. Yes, it might seem difficult, but guess what? You just keep trying and trying and trying and trying. So if at first you don't succeed, you still keep trying. So you have to develop that sense of determination. Not because you didn't get it right the first time, you're going to give up and stop. No. I don't know if you can recall a classmate of yours back then in school or at school where they're trying to solve a problem and them write and crushing paper, start another paper again, crushing paper, but they never stop. You know, there's something about a scientist who, I don't remember the name of the scientist. I don't know if it was Einstein. He was trying to solve a problem and it took him 99, 100 times. He got it 99 times incorrect. But it's the 100th time he solved the problem. 100th time. So if you try to develop that habit of determination, never stop until I get it, you will do well. You will pass your exams. But if you give up, you stop, you're going to remain at the same place and you're not going to do well. So there's no guarantee of passing the exam because you come to a class or practice doing the work. Guarantee comes when you persevere until you get it. Once you get it enough, that's what is important. So keep persevering. All right. So we're gonna go. I saw one student ask me if I'm gonna continue with the continue with our with integers. So we're gonna wrap up integers. We did a part of it one of our classes. So we're gonna wrap it up and then move into what I intended for today. All right. All right. So let's get into the integers situation. And there are some rules that you have to follow. And mathematics have some rules. And why we have these rules in mathematics? Because they exist in nature. It's actually principles. All right. So when I go back to my little, if I can find it. No, it's not this one. It's my GeoGebra. number line. Number line coming. Choose best to use. Let's use this one instead. Let's use this one instead. All right, so let's go straight into integers. All right, now when doing integers, it is very important to use a number line. It's much easier when you're doing integers. We're going to recap addition and subtraction of integers for the benefit of Mikisha and Danilo. All right. Then we're going to multiplication of integers and division of integers. Now, let us say that we had let's say that we had negative 4 plus 5. Well, let's use 7 instead. Negative 4 plus 7. Now, on your number line, you can locate negative 4 first. So let's locate it. So negative 4. Now, plus 7 means we're going to move 7 spaces to the right. So to the right. Sometimes I mix up my direction. So if you feel that I mix up the direction, just correct me, please. To the right. Good. So we're going to move 7 places to the right. So we're going to move this now. So move this back right here. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer is positive 3. So using the number line, you have to learn how to use the number line. The number line is actually a tool. It's a tool in mathematics that you can use to solve problems. Good. A tool in mathematics that you can use to solve problems. Very easy tool. So don't sit there trying to work it out in the head all the time. You draw a number line, but you first have to learn how to use the number line. So when you're using the number line, you're basically moving, adding either direction. If you're subtracting, you're going the opposite direction. Good. So because we're adding the 7, move 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our result is positive 3. Any questions on that? Any questions on that?
No, sir.
But I understand that. Let's give everybody an opportunity to use the number line and see if you understand to use the number line. So I'm going to give you one to solve for yourself. You use the number line and you solve it. Now, raise hand. Use a raise hand, or you can type the answer to me directly. So you use a down arrow beside everyone and select CDP Luxury Services and give me your answer to the question. All right, if you're going to be using the chat. Otherwise, you raise your hand and then I respond. All right, so let me give you one to do for yourself. Use the number line. Right. Let's say we have negative 7 plus 12. All right. Everybody try this one. Type your answer in the chat. Directly to me, that is. So negative 7 plus 12. Sorry, 2 answers already. All right, I get Nastasia, Nikisha. I get 1. What about Daisy and Emilio? 3 answers already. Need 2 more. Daisy and Emilio, where's your answer? Make sure you're using the number line. All right, up Daisy's answer. Very good. Danilo, where's yours? I'm curious if you're on YouTube, you can give it the answer too. All right. Danilo, are you there? Danilo, are you there? All right, let's continue. All right, so let's look at what is done now. So everybody who gave the answer, you are correct. So, job well done. To identify negative 7, carry this back, and we move 12 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So all are correct. Positive 5. So we're able to add integers. Okay, all right. All right, Jason. All right. Now, let's look at a different situation. What if it was like this? Let me clear that. What if we had negative 4 minus 3? Negative 4 minus 3. In a case like that, we have negative 4 minus 3. Let's see what they have an answer for that. All right, I see that 1 is trying something here. Okay, well, not quite, but nice try. I like that. I like that one. Keep it going. Keep it going. No, this is all going to get the answer. Now, in a situation like this, right, Daisy give me the answer. All right, nice try, Daisy. Nice try. Okay. Now, all right. Then if you can, if you're not finding where to put the answer in the chat, just unmute your mic and answer. I'll let you use that option for today. Okay. Danilo?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So you unmute your mic and answer. All right. All right. I see Nastasia. Oh, Nikisha tries as well. All right. Let's see who's correct. Let's see who's correct. Now, when you have two same signs like this, two negatives, it's going to be translated as positive 3. So when it is written like negative 4 minus brackets minus 3, it's simply saying that you're going to be it is basically saying that you multiply, right? But just stick to the rule. Just stick to the rule. Stick to the rule. If you have two same, it's going to be positive. Two same sign, going to be positive. If it's 2 plus, naturally positive. Two negatives, going to be positive. So you can make note of that, right? So negative 4 plus 3. So those persons who said negative 1, Nastasia, you are correct. I don't know if I guess it, but you're correct.
No, sir. I know that when there are two negative, you're positive.
Okay, so all right, good.
Sir,
So
I got it correct too.
you got it correct too?
Yes, sir.
A positive 1 you have? And a positive 1 answer.
Negative.
Yeah, we're gonna see, yeah. So choose negative 4 right there, right? We're gonna count 3. So 1, 2, 3, negative 1. So you first would have to know, I want you to recognize now. So in mathematics then, we should also recognize, try to recognize where, if there's a principle that is involved, and which principle is involved, and how we should apply the principle. And I want to use this as a moment of teaching, like a life principle. But there are laws that exist in our lives, natural laws. And in those natural laws are God's laws. And if we do not apply them in our lives, then we will not necessarily get the blessings that we ought to get. So just like mathematics, there are principles, and if we don't apply them, then we are not going to get the right answer. So right answer in our natural life is following God's word and getting his blessings, which is the right answer. It's the same thing maths. Principle is, if you have the same sign, it becomes positive. Then now, set up your number line, get your answer. Good? All right. What if then we had something like this? Negative 4 plus minus 3. What would the answer be? Negative 4 plus minus 3. What if we had that? Negative 4 plus minus 3. Somebody want to try? Okay, so 1 tries. All right, so 1 is a correct one now. Nastasia, nice try. Anybody else? Dacia. Okay. So I got one's response. I got Nastasia, Dacia. That's a character answer. Nikisha, what about you? All right, Daniela, you can unmute your mic and answer, please. Daniela, you can unmute your mic and give me an answer. Daniela not there. Probably having internet problems. Oh, all right. No. Nice try, but you have to give me an answer. No, it's not positive. All right. Everybody tried. Oh, Nikisha gave an answer. All right. Nice try, Nikisha. Nice try. Everybody tried. Let's see. What is the principle now? The principle is this. If you have two different signs, it's going to be translated as being negative. It's going to be -4, -3. So two same signs, positive. Two different signs, negative. And I would write that down. Okay, you're correct. No, then you go. So we identify -4. Identify -4. So we have -4 here. But we're going to -3. So we're going to go in the opposite direction in this time. So 1, 2, 3, -7. So write down those two principles, please. Write down those two principles. So if you have the same sign, you're going to translate as positive, with add. Two different signs, you translate as negative. So whether you want to try it for yourself now. Let's give you one to try it for yourself. So let's try one for yourself. -5 plus not -5. Let's try it. So it's -5. Gosh, sorry. Let's try -1 plus -8. Everybody try that one. -1 plus -8. Right, Danilo? Did you draw the number line, Danilo? You follow the principles? Pay attention here. Pay attention. Make sure you draw your number line. Follow the principles. Two different signs, it is minus. Two same sign, add. Write down the notes and follow the notes. But you'll get there, then you'll get there. It is your first class, so I now go knock you too hard today. But try again. Try again, Danilo. Try again. All right, so we see 1, Dacia, Anastasia, and Nikisha. All correct. Try again, Danilo. There's a -1 plus -8. So apply the principle. Two same sign, translate to negative. Two same sign, translate to negative. Then now you're going to go on the number line, identify -1, -8 in the opposite direction. Try again, Danilo. Give you one more chance to try. This must be translated to -1 -8. So identify -1 on your number line. This is interesting. Interesting. I like what's going on. It's interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so -1. I'm going to -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the answer. So I use the number line, Danilo? So I use the number line? All right, so you have to try to practice to use the number line. Remember the maths principle. Maths principle suggests that we need to persevere. Make sense of what I'm doing by trying. Right? Follow to see what is done. Good? All right. Now, let's continue. All right, 1 second there. Right. Let's try one more. This time, 1 second. All right, so I have so one answer coming so far. Anybody else? Daniela, try that one. Make sure you try this one. So it's been full. Stasia, how you get that? You're not concentrating, Nastasia. You're not concentrating. You could not look at this example and this example and do that. Very good, Dacia. Keisha, where's your answer? Daniela, why you try now? We'll move on to the multiplication one now. Ah, very good, Daniela. Very good, Daniela. Excellent, Daniela. Excellent. Hope you did it by yourself. All right, very good, Keisha. So you tell me sorry, so where's the answer, Nastasia? You just realize what you did with a break out of that habit. Next you go in the exam with the same. All right, so for those persons who got it right, job well done. So the answer is negative 40. Excellent. So all you simply have to do, just translate it. And your answer will be negative 40. All right? Good job. I'm going to give you some practice. I'm going to show you can get some practice on it. You have to practice makes perfect. Right? There's a website you can go to if you don't have a textbook to practice some maths. I'll show you which website you can go to so you can get some practice questions. All right? All right. So let's move on now to the multiplication of this thing now. Now, if you have negative 3 times 2, can somebody tell me what negative 3 times 2 means to them? Note, maths practice once and make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. What does negative 3 times 2 mean to you? What does it mean to you? Negative 3 times 2, what does it mean to you? What it means to you? But you can unmute your mic and answer. Negative 3 times 2, what does it mean to you? All right, one give me his answer, but you didn't tell what it means. What does it mean to you?
Sir, it's hard to explain, sir. But through the negative, no matter, because if you multiply it, you still have to get the same thing. The same negative. That's all.
Yes, but you make a statement that goes against the maths practice.
It goes against it.
Yeah, man, you said it's hard, so, but you're going to have to try. Like a persevere until you can explain it, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you have a difficult to explain, you can just try and write down what you're thinking, or draw it first, and then try to describe what you draw. Make sense?
All right, makes sense, sir.
You have to try.
All right.
Yeah, we know you're getting it now. You're going, we don't tell you that thing you already said. You understand where we're going, right? Our mission.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, now says you get it right. So a way to know the limit. No, try again. All right, where I'm going to with this now is this. The concept of multiplication is what a lot of persons don't actually, they do multiplication, but they don't actually understand what they are really doing. Now, when we talk about multiplication, there's one phrase means we talk about multiplying, you're talking about groups of. Groups of. We're talking about groups of, right? So you could rewrite this expression and say 2 multiply -3. And instead of using a multiplication sign, we could say 2 groups of -3. So one group would have -3 and another group would have -3. So if we're going to put them together, we're going to say -3 plus -3. And you know that this is going to translate to -3 minus 3. You got to you go onto your number line, you identify -3, you go 1, 2, 3, -6. So yes, groups of. So what multiply, it means groups of. What means what? Groups of.
And that's some media think of it, sir.
I know, man, I know.
And that's some media think of it.
I know, man, don't worry yourself. So I teach now, right?
All right.
Okay. I know. So, but in terms of rule though, based on what one was saying earlier, when you're multiplying a negative number by a positive number, the result is going to be negative. The result is going to be negative. So when you multiply a positive number by a negative number, the result is going to be negative. Let's try one for ourselves. For yourself. So if we have -5 times +3, what's the answer for that? Type your answer in the chat, please. All right, Keisha, let's see, Anastasia, Amelia, correct. Okay, so everybody get it correct. -15. Okay, wonderful. All right, learning and go on. So that's correct, -15. All right, now let's look at the other principle now. What if it was -3 times -2? -3 times -2. What would that answer be? right, so Nastasia, Dacia. All right. Okay, yes, Dacia, that's correct. Danita is correct as well. Good. One. Nope. Try again. One. Okay, very good, Daniela. You're doing it by yourself. We're not using the calculator. All right. Very good, Daniela. Good. That's okay. Nope. Nope. All right. Remember the rule. One, remember the rule. If you have two negatives, it's the same principle. It's in the result, you're going to end up having a positive turnout. So it's 3 times 2 will give you a positive 6. So once you have two negatives, you're going to get a positive. All right? Yes. So that is correct. Right. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So that means I understand so far. All right. The division is the same principle. Just write this down. If you, when you are dividing, if there's two different signs, the answer is going to be negative. If it's two same sign, the answer is going to be positive. That's all you need to remember. When you're dividing, the answers, if it's two same sign, the answer is going to be positive. It's two different sign, answer is going to be negative. Got that? Right. Here you go. Right. All right. Any questions on that? Everybody understand what to do now?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yes, sir.
So we'll finish it. We kind of finish with integers now. We can move on. Introduce the measurements.
So dividing it at the same thing with multiplication.
Yeah, same
All right.
principle. Yeah, same
All right.
principle. All right. Got that?
Yes, sir.
Same principle. Principle not change, right? Same principle. Okay. 1 second, please. All right, so let's go. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up now. We have 16 minutes left. So we're going to do the introduction to the measurements. All right. Now, when it comes on to measurements, is there anybody in the house? Anybody on Zoom, sorry, has a measuring tape? Whatever measuring tape? Is there anybody have a measuring tape?
A tape measure,
Tape measure, yeah, same thing.
tape measure can work, sir.
Yes, man. I see people call measure. Let me see. Turn it on. Let me see. All
May I
right.
go
Take out the measuring tape or tape measure. Take it out. Take it
May I
out.
go feed, sir?
Yes, man. Yes, man. Ah, yes, indeed.
Or inch measure would I refer to the same thing, right?
Inch measure.
No, that
So you
definition.
call it inch measure. Yeah. Whatever you have, let me see it. Whatever you have, let me see
I
it.
don't have any. I'm just asking.
You don't have none.
No, not no.
Yeah. You don't have none. No. You don't have no measuring tape at all. Yeah, do you have
Sir.
an inch ruler? Yes.
Yes,
Sir, I have
sir.
one.
Do you say I have one?
Yeah, measuring tape.
Measuring tape. All right. Turn on the camera, we see. Turn on the camera, we see. Now we should see the right one. All right, good. Very good. The bodies have one.
All right, sir. May I get it?
So turn on the camera, we see the better. Want to make sure you have the right thing. All right, excellent, excellent. All right. Guess what? All right, you have a table or a dresser in your house. That's why I measure the length of the dresser or the table with the measuring tape and also with your ruler. You have a 12-inch ruler or a 6-inch ruler, whichever one. I attempt to measure it with the measuring tape first, write down the length of the entire table or dresser, whatever you're measuring, write down the measurement, and then you attempt to use either the 6-inch ruler or the 12-inch ruler. Attempt to do it.
Sir, repeat.
Repeat. You're going to use your tape measure. Measure either a table or a dresser or your bed. Decide just one length of the bed, whatever it is. I just want you to measure the length of it. I want to know the length of it with the measuring tape. Then now, when you try, you can attempt to use a ruler to measure the same way as well. All right, so 11 foot. Okay. That is what is it? 2.1? What are you saying for that one?
2.11, sir.
2.1,
211. 211.
211,
2 foot 11 inches.
2 foot 11 inches.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, I'll come in there. I'll come in there. I won't come. 1 second. 2 foot 11 inches. Soon come there. One second. Okay. All right. So let me see the measurements that I got inside here so far. So we have, I see 2 foot 11 inches. Danny is saying 5 feet 3 inches. And this is a 72 inches 6 feet. All right, so I'm going to put those information on the board. All right, so bring up my whiteboard. We're going to put that little information here. 1 second here. And as this, I put in, she converted the 72 inches into feet. Yeah. All right, this is no further to measurements. All right, so, all right, I see some more responses coming in. Give me a second there. We'll wrap it up in 10 minutes. That means our next class will be continuing to measurements. Those persons who have to do over the tests, please ensure that you prepare better for the tests so that you can move on to your other folder, which is the measurements folder. All right, so introduction to measurement. So what you have just done is utilize all right, so here we are now. All right, feet, 5 feet 3 inches. As you put 5,3. All right, so let's write down some of these measurements that we got. So measure records of measurement. So I saw first 2 feet 11 inches, eh? And I saw 5 feet 3 inches, eh? Then I saw 72 inches or 6 feet. And the person was saying, or 72 inches. Okay, that's this, yeah. This, oh, you know, says 72 inches is the answer. Oh, you know, says 72 inches, this, yeah.
So I can measure it.
You measure it?
Yes, sir.
So, the top of the ruler says 6 feet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So this is going to be our teaching point, pivot, 6 feet, 72 inches. Okay. As Nikisha says,
Sir,
yeah,
sir, divided by the inch.
divide it by the inch. What to divide by the inch? You divide it by the inch. If
So I
you
divide-
tell, well, no, if you tell somebody who don't know what you're talking about, I divide it by the inch. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Explain yourself. Then we
Sir,
see, yeah.
So I divide the 72 by 12.
Why you divide it by 12?
So because every 12 inch equals 1 foot.
Or whispering is the answer.
Sir, not but now whisper.
So I swear, boy, to me hear somebody whisper something.
But now whisper, sir.
Oh, them I tell you.
No,
Them
but
now
not
whisper.
tell me that. No, but not the right beside of me.
Okay, all right. All right. So why you divide by 12 again? Say it to me again.
Sorry, 72 divided by the 12.
So why you divide by 12?
Sir, because 12" equals 1 foot.
All right. Okay. So they say has knowledge of that 12 inches equals to 1 foot. All right. That's correct. Now, all right. Very good. 12 inches equal to 1 foot. All right. So I've taken everybody's response. I don't know if Nastasia give me anything. Nastasia, give me. I said for measure. You can't use a finger for measure. That's how many fingers. All right. All right. So records of measurement. So we saw we used 2 feet 11 inches, 5 feet 3 inches, etc. Now, I deliberately going in this direction for a reason. Deliberately going in this direction for a reason. I'm going to show you why it's important that you understand fractions. So Dacia says 12 inches is 1 feet. All right, that's correct. And you could have seen that with your ruler. Because if you use your ruler, let's say, let me draw a line and I'm sure what I'm talking about. If you use your ruler, this is the measuring tape, and you take your ruler and measure it along the measuring tape, you'll recognize that this 12-inch ruler, you'd have to use it 6 times to arrive at the 72 inches. Good? You could experiment on that if you don't believe. Good? I know you believe, but I'm just saying you must still experiment. All right? Now, this principle exists even in the Cambio. The Jamaican dollar is certainly not the same as $1 US. 1 Jamaican dollar is not equivalent to $1 US. But $1 US is possibly 150 something Jamaican dollars. So it's still conversion. The same way you convert from US to Jamaican and Jamaican to US. The same way you convert from inches to feet. Feet to inches. Meters to centimeters. Centimeters to meters. And the list goes on. Same principle. Nothing changes. The only difference is that is the unit of measurement. All right? That's the only difference. The unit of measurement is what is different. All right. Now, where am I going with all of this in 3 minutes? Instead of saying 2 feet 11 inches, how could we write this as just feet only? 2 feet 11 inches. How could we write this as just feet only? Anybody? Just feet only. Take off the inches off it and just write feet only. How could we write that? Just feet only. Anybody? Anybody? 2 feet 11 inches. How could you write that measurement as feet only? Just feet.
You multiply it.
Multiply it. What would you multiply it by?
212.
Huh? By 12?
Yeah.
What are you going to multiply by 12?
2.
And 2 12s equal how much?
24.
And that is what? 24 what? That's 24 what? Yeah? 24 what?
Inches.
Oh, you have to get tell me feet now. Okay, I think now man, listen to me. Me I listen to you and I say, well, you hear what tell me so now. All right. So yeah, play around it. Okay, no problem. Play around it. I like that. 24 inches. But remember, there's only 1 feet only. So if it's 24 inches, your entire measurement then would have be what then in inches. Since you have play around, I'm gonna play around today then. If it's 24 inches right here, in inches only, it would be how much inches only?
35.
35. All right, all right, all right, all right. 35 inches. Okay. This is an introduction, is it? 35 inches. So you can say, I want 35 inches worth of lumber. You know, so that's still 2 feet 11 inches same way. You see it? But I want the answer to be in feet only. So it's 35 inches, how much feet only? I don't want anybody to record this because next class we'll be building on this information. All right, we're building this on. I'm heading to somewhere and we are exploring measurements to the best, as best as we can. Right? And I'm setting up for something, just big. So when I get the measurements question in the exam, I'm not supposed to go weak on it. What I'm trying to do is this time around is to give you guys the harder topics early out and the easier topics later out. So that means when exam time comes, you just move easily, get the hard topics out of the way. That's what we're doing first, all right? All right, so talk to me now. 35 inches, how much feet that? I don't want your inches in the answer, I just want your feet only. Nikisha, you said 19, is that 19.5 inches?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I would love to hear that in feet only, 19.5 inches. That's 19.5 inches. Oh. Anybody 35 inches in feet only? No idea? All right, so we're gonna close right here with this. You have something to ponder on. But let me first take it to I want someone to screenshot this. Screenshot this so remember where we're starting from for next class. I was considering to start the maths class a bit earlier so that the brain is fresh. But let us see how that goes. But still, let me know what's going on. Now, the website that you're going to be using, so you can get practice. I'm going to put it in Schoology actually. I'm going to put it in Schoology. It's going to be in your resource folder. All right. So you're looking there. When you're going on the maths course, you go to the resource folder and you'll see a link that speaks to where you can practice, get your practice questions from. It's called MathsDrill. It's called MathsDrill. So anything that we have done in class already, you can, go to that website and look for practice questions. You can click on the one that says teacher or student. They give you the answers, but try to work them out first before you look for the answers. So I'm going to be adding the link now. So that link is going to be in the resource folder for you to practice it. Practicing is very important. It's called MathsDrills. It's practice sheets.
Sir,
Huh?
what is the name?
It's going to be in the resource folder, man. So yes, you will see it. Name maths drills. I put it in the resource folder, so it is right. It is right there. The resource folder. All right. Now, so 35 inches in feet only. Now, I'm going to give you the answer though, but I want you to understand why I teach the way I teach fractions. You see, you must understand that the 12 right here is the 12 denominator, 1 feet. Okay, go ahead, Miss Goodington. Nikisha, go ahead.
Sir, I don't think you can get 35 round thing here. You'd have to round it off.
You mean 35 inches into feet?
Yes,
Don't think I
sir.
can? Okay, I'm gonna show that I can. Ready?
Okay.
So if one hole is a feet, and I can convert that one hole into 12 parts. Therefore, 35 inches in feet is the same thing as saying 35 twelfths feet. And that will work out to be 2 and 11 twelfths. That's it in fraction. 2 and 11 twelfths feet. That is it by feet alone. Is that Nikisha? Nikisha?
Yes, sir.
No. So you have to have a strong sense of fractions, right, Mr. One? Right, Mr. One?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if I tell you to do the thing away, do it the way I'm telling you to do it. Because I want at the end of the day you can think like, oh, I think are you better than me. Make sense now?
Yes, sir. Makes sense.
Okay. So make that happen again. Make that happen again. Good. Make that happen again. All right. So let's work with my thing. Because I have a reason. Because I'm building your capacity to reason so you can develop a skill of reasoning in mathematics, that is, and do well in the exams. So I've come to the end of another night's session. At the end of classes, we normally ask the new students at the beginning to give us an evaluation of the class. So we'll start with Nikisha. How was your first night?
Well, my first night is great. It's wonderful. I learned a lot of refreshment and stuff. Yes, I am privileged to be a part of this class.
Okay. All right, thank you. Sir Danilo, are you there, sir? Danilo, are you there? Let's see. All right, what's your feedback? What do you feel about tonight's class, Danilo? Express yourself, sir. All right, so I see that Nastasia's class was okay. Learned a lot of different things. Okay. Danilo, what is your response, Danilo? All right. While we wait on Danilo's response. It was good. I learned a little more about linear equation. Well, it's not really linear equation, but it's more about using the number line. I understand. All right, very good, Danilo. Okay, and I know, and Wance's class was awesome. All right, this is the class was okay. There are a lot, and class was kind of challenging. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Keisha. Okay, thank you very much. They say I'm an interested teacher. All right, give God thanks for that. Okay. All right, so make sure you have your tissue rolls ready. Tissue roll for next week. If you can find a tissue roll or a juice box, that would be nice. A can, one of those cans, you know. We'll be exploring measurements. We'll be exploring measurements. We're gonna finish up the conversions of the measurement. We basically get an idea so far. So we're going to build on the conversion, but please remember to screenshot so that I know exactly where to start on with the same measurements that you gave me. All right, so I'm going to run over to another orientation because definitely next week we'll be having a new student in the class. And please remember, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share our YouTube channel with your friends and family, especially those persons who, you know, plan to do CXC. And we're also offering CAPE subjects. So we want to get our CAPE subjects going so that, and remember, you can also tell them we are currently working on getting our students to get work experience. So we are currently consulting with different job agencies here in Jamaica. And of course, we have our Canadian base personnel in Canada, and you'll hear more about that. But we want to get our sixth form program going, which is CXC associate degree. So anybody you know that who needs an associate degree, and they are finding it very expensive to go elsewhere, they can contact us to help them start that one. All right. So have yourselves a good night, and I don't have to tell you that yard because the government tell you that already. But enjoy yourselves and practice. But don't forget to read your Bible. All right.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Excellent. Take care. I want to talk to you about the test. Okay, Nastasia, but it's not now because I have an orientation, so that is tomorrow. That's tomorrow business, okay, ma'am? You Nastasia? Tomorrow business done. All right, got to end this call now, here. I got to end this meeting now, okay? I'm going to put a link in the WhatsApp group.